Hi guys, today I have a game for you, my Tier 9 Premium US Battleship, the USS Moneymaker, or the Missouri. Now, I believe the only way you can get this ship now is through Super Container, possibly. Not 100% sure. But this is the reason why you get some of these resource ships, steel, coal, whatever. Now, if you're sitting on a metric ton of resources, get the ships when they come out. If you're low on resources, get the ships, save up for the ships, but you don't have to get them right away. Save up until they say we're going to get rid of these ships. They're leaving the armory. Then you can get them. That way you're not wasting resources on something that's going to stay there. Now, this Seattle decides to stop in front of me. His guns are looking at me, and I'm like, well, screw you. I'm not turning. It's the absolute dumbest spot to sit there and stop. And, well, there's a carrier in the game, and I don't feel like sitting still because AP bombs hurt, and it's a tier 10 carrier. And I think, well, at least I have the Seattle for extra torpedo protection and extra AA. So I just buffed my AA by ramming this poor guy. Now I am turning in, turning out, but like this guy, not this guy, he hasn't said anything. Like I don't know what he was doing, and he pops radar. But as you can see, I'm dipped off with the fabulous big bongs. Bongs types out really because of his radar. Like what the hell is he gonna get? But whatever. But as you can see, we are not doing the elite strategy of going down the middle on two brothers at the start because, well, yeah. Now, of course, I want to absolutely demolish cruisers as this guy's turning in, but you know what? That guy's got radar. The other guy went dark. I want to get rid of radar, and of course, being 2020, why should Battleship AP do anything anymore? But I also want to try to give Bonds some AA cover, which, is, I'll play a little bit more aggressive. And, oh my god, Battleship AP did something 2020. Of course, it was the rear turrets on a poor lower tier ship. But the carrier did the right call. Bonk smoked up. There's nothing to hit. Why sit here and waste planes? Drop them, return, you know, rinse, repeat the cycle. Now I noticed the Daring is south, which means he'll eventually be coming up here. But of course, I want to get rid of the radar. Now, the British heavy cruiser ship that I cannot pronounce does have 10-kilometer torpedoes, so no thank you. Thank you for whiffing all your shots, but I need to be careful here not to beach myself. I'm not getting crap on the Seattle. I'm like, you know what? Might as well give it one last go. Gotta try to get rid of something off the board. And if we can get rid of radar cruisers at the start, that's good. As I incapacitated gun and my aim was horrendous. Now I do believe I slapped on the reload module. We'll know as soon as I fire these if it's 30 seconds or not. And Seattle decides to border hump, and I have a problem hitting stuff on the border, but I am getting a little bit better at it. It's only been, 5 years to learn how to shoot somebody sitting on the border. Talk about me being a slow learner. As there is first blood, and I didn't pay attention to my reload. But the Seattle was shooting AP at me, which wasn't the worst idea, but it would have been better off trying to knock out some stuff by shooting AG. Here comes the Daring onto our camp. Now, I am aiming for the number 1 turret because this guy's slowing down, hoping that he's going to slow down enough for it to hit the number 2 turret and possibly hit the Citadel, which is why with the rear turrets, I aimed actually more towards the number 2 turret as I get a nice chunk on the poor North Cal. Who thought the same thing I usually do, Battleship AP doing anything 2020? Apparently, the answer is maybe. But he's got his guns looking at the Seattle, I believe. I angled up. The Seattle's low. Not a bad choice for him to shoot at. I incapacitated the gun, and 2020, another Citadel. Yay. Bongs is beating up on a cruiser because, that's what DDs do with their guns. They just obliterate cruisers. Because apparently the only thing that can rebalance DDs is CV rocket planes. Now, of course, I know this guy has torpedoes. And look, my Seattle buddy. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to purposely run into this guy while I'm turning just to make sure there's no torps. Because I'm going to use this guy's torp protection. He's going to do several things. Slow me down and actually push me over a tad more than normal. Which is going to hopefully give me some distance between those two. I see the daring. Got to get rid of the daring because I don't want to die. But you see what I mean by sliding? His corpse is allowing me to move that way because I know my direction so well. A little bit faster in case there were torpedoes coming from this cruiser that died. Now, the daring's making a play as a dog decides to make noise because it's what the poor dog wants to do. I don't want to sit there and get torpedoed by a DD any more than I wanted to get torpedoed by the cruiser. Now, I was actually aiming for the Alsace's guns as I had a little slight jerk of my controls there, but the daring is still making a play. Now, I tell Bongs if this guy disappears, I'm going to panic radar, but our midway's coming in to help deal with them. Now, as you see, I did come to a full stop because I want to slow down. I want to make sure this guy stays in radar range to where Bongs can hopefully smoke up and punish this guy. But of course, why does Bongs need to punish the guy when I do about 7,000 damage to him? And Bongs calls me a jerk. I'm like, I didn't think I'd do that much damage to him either. But we get a good laugh out of Battleship AP doing damage to DDs. 2020, haha, ongoing joke. 1A side, there's nothing left but the carrier on this side. The enemy team is... Or we won D side. The enemy team is on A side and won that, but the Cyclone's hitting in a Cyclone kind of can balance teams out that are getting their butts handed to them like the enemy team. The only thing about the enemy team, and no, that wasn't the DD on this side because we thought it was too, was somebody on the other side. We were thinking the only thing. We got the only DD left. Bongs just got to stay behind us to stay alive. Follow us to get on caps. And, cap the stuff while the Alsace might just tank the damage. Now, I should have hit my freaking heel hours ago. Should have hit my heel when there's no more damage. Heal it up. Nothing's going to hit me. I got 5 of them. Use them. I'm sitting on my heel for too long. It's the reason I run Superintendent on this captain is for the extra radar. I've had too many games to where I've run out of radar at the end game. And I'm like, you know what? More is better. I could be a little bit more liberal with them because I usually am. Now, at this point, I'm thinking to myself, and I'm telling Bongs, I hope to God that small lens comes to sea. Sorry for the cough. I'm like, I hope that guy comes to sea and smokes up. Now, the thing is, I wanted to cut in way earlier, but the Alsace is pretty much next to me. This is the problem when two ships are this close. You cut each other's ability to turn. Because if this guy had to turn out, i.e. turn into me for whatever reason, there's a good chance he's going to run into me if I'm not paying attention. But it's going to force me to turn out. Now, we're both turning in. And somebody says, get to Lonely Missouri. He's talking about the enemy Missouri. And they go, hey, I'm not lonely, just being a smartass in chat. But plane detected. As Bongs is actually going back to help defend B. I'm like, there's no DDs, and, we really shouldn't need you too much. We got the Mogami, even though he's low. I'm near damn full health because, well, Nobody wanted to shoot me, as you can see by potential damage. And potential damage is not tanking. Tanking is the actual damage you receive. Potential damage is usually all the crap they missed you with. So there is a big difference there, guys, even though everyone says, oh, I tanked 3 million. No, no ship's got that much health. Now, of course, because I'm the furthest one away, I can't see them as my dream comes true. Small lens decides to smoke up in front of a radar ship as I get a magic citadel. And I don't remember who gets the kill, but that's no big thing. And this is what I mean by, limiting avenues of escape, because we are so close. This guy's slowing down. I'm just going to keep speeding up, and if the carrier decides to drop on me, hey, whatever. But hey, guess who else is in the smoke cloud? The Cleveland, and it looks like he slowed down. I'm aiming right at his guns, actually, even though it looks a little low. Sounds like the Alsace took another set of torps. Our Richelieu? No, our Alsace got that guy, and then here shows up the Leningrad. Now, this guy literally just dropped torpedoes on us, and look, there's dive bombers. That guy's got to be close. He's going after the Alsace, which tells me one thing. He really hates French battleships. Or the Alsace is a better target because it's lower health than him. And I'm thinking, I have to make this turn. I do not want the ram. A ram is the bad call here. This is still anybody's game, and I take big hits for this. But I'm looking at my targets here, and I'm thinking to myself, it's better to... It's going to be better to actually take shots in on this carrier than it is Leningrad. I get nice, huge damage to the Leningrad. This guy's not going to be showing me side anymore. I got my citadels off this guy as... my AA is just going absolutely bonkers. I'm going to keep pushing away, but I'm going to turn to try to get some shots in on the carrier. I don't care about taking torpedoes. There's no way I should be able to really realistically survive this. But I'm thinking, worst case scenario, guys, is look at the 30K I took off the carrier. Worst case scenario, we all start dying. It turns into a CV versus CV gameplay. Look at where our midway is. I probably should have slowed down and take another crack at him. I didn't. Could have hit my radar to see this guy. I don't think I'm living. But carriers killing each other is near impossible. So if I can chunk the enemy carrier down any bit, it's going to give the damage advantage to our carrier from the start. Now, we didn't manage getting the sea cap because the Leningrad... Oh, sorry for the sniffle. I really do try to make sure I clear everything out before I get on, guys. But we're looking at bongs in our Massachusetts who decided to beach because, we're like, what is this guy doing? Because Bongs is up here and the Missouri wisely takes out Bongs, and worst case scenario has now just happened. Our Massachusetts here is in a battle with the Republic, and I really Republic, really wish this guy had AP loaded, but you know what? Maybe setting the fires at this point, not a horrific idea, but still, why are you shooting HE out of a battleship? Oh wait, that's right, because AP doesn't do anything. Massachusetts gets a double fire, and I'm like, well, that guy's dead. Let's watch carrier, and the carrier manages to kill the enemy carrier because I was able to actually chunk him down so much he didn't have to do that much work. Now, the reason I haven't stopped this and go, we're just going to check out the post-battle results. It's carrier versus the Missouri. We're going to get the C cap before they can get B cap, so it's a one-on-one cap race. And it's a carrier. I highly doubt he's going to be spotted. But trying to encourage carrier, yeah, you got this. Don't sit still, not even in a carrier, because if that guy decides to shoot your last known position, he may get some good damage. He may delete you. It could be something this bong pops out that, the fire should stick. And I'm sure it was briefly spotted as that Missouri shot. There's no reason why otherwise it'd be moving. And boom, look at that. That's why you don't sit still, guys. I hope you did really enjoy this replay. I do hope you took something away from this. And this is the most amount of money I've ever won in a ship. But I really just do hope you guys do learn something in this. I do hope you enjoyed this replay. And remember, even if you're last ship and you're capping, try not to sit still. Even moving a quarter speed's better than zero, because it takes so long for everything to get up and moving. Please remember to compliment good teamwork, good team play. We are quick to report, slow to compliment. The other thing is I am streaming on Twitch, and I did fix the link in the description. It's not to my personal YouTube page that doesn't really get anything. It is now actually to my Twitch. I normally do clan battles streaming, so whenever clan battles are on is when I'm streaming. So you're gonna have to deal with me getting frustrated sometimes, and maybe paying attention to chat during in between games, because I'm trying to focus on the games more than the chat. I hope you guys have a good day. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and do have yourselves one heck of a great day.